What's up, YouTube family? I am your co-host Pam here with another episode on Masterminds Podcast. I'm so excited for this episode because I want to speak about something that I recently shifted within my own paradigm, within my own mindset. And I trust that this is also going to help you have a perspective shift on what exactly is the difference between going after your goals because you are excited for those goals and going after your goals because you are literally trying to escape your reality. One of two things happen when you grow up in an unsafe environment. An unsafe environment could be, maybe you didn't grow up with a loving parent. Maybe you grew up in a drug abusive home. Maybe you didn't grow up with parents. Maybe you grow up abused in some form. And I just want to let you know that if you did grow up in an unsafe environment, I'm sorry. I know maybe I'm a stranger here on YouTube. You don't know me from a hole in a wall. And I just want to let you know that I grew up in an unsafe environment and I know how lonely it feels. Sometimes the world just doesn't understand you. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to go through that. That was not fair. So back to the message. One of two things happen when you grow up in an unsafe environment. You either grow up with a victim mentality. You grow up feeling like nothing works out for you. Love doesn't work out for you. Money doesn't work out for you. Job doesn't work out for you. Your career is not working for you. Friendships don't work for you. Maybe everybody hates you. Maybe everything goes wrong all the time. Maybe you feel like you have bad luck. Nothing works in your favor. You are victimized. You are stuck in this victim mentality. Or the second thing happens and you're the odd sheep in the family and you're like, I'm gonna completely break, my family line's generational curses. Start hyper focusing on these grandiose goals that feel impossible, but the adrenaline of, I'm gonna get there and people don't believe me and I'm gonna prove them wrong, and feel like the only way out of feeling unsafe is by going full force on these goals. I remember when I was in college, I went to art school, I went to painting school, and I had to pay for all the painting supplies by myself. I had to pay for the textbooks by myself, and I was taking 18 to 21 credits every single semester because as an art student you also have to take your math, science, and your art classes. And I was working all weekend long, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, doing double shifts at restaurants because I had to. I needed the money. And there were certain points during my college career where I had a little bit of cushion that I could have maybe not worked for a semester, focused more on my paintings, maybe participated in a club, things that I really wanted to do, but I felt so unsafe. I felt so unsafe because I was still physically living in the unsafe environment that I grew up in. The only way out mentally and the only way to feel like I was getting somewhere was if I was always on the go, if I was always grinding, if I was always hustling. I didn't know how to relax, and when I did relax, I felt guilty for it. And then afterwards, I'm super hyper-focused on becoming a millionaire, and my goal was money, money, money. And the thing is no matter how much you do achieve, if your nervous system feels unsafe, you're not going to be able to sustain that, because the moment you start seeing progress and success, you unconsciously start sabotaging yourself. Your body hasn't become a vessel yet for positive expectation, for the success you desire. You haven't intertwined your goals with your nervous system. Living in Mexico, in a small jungle town, and it was a really hard adjustment for me going from living in a big city like New York City, working all the time, to a place where it's a little more relaxing, right? I can open the door and there's trees, and in the beginning, there were times where it felt like I was going crazy because I was like, there's literally nowhere to escape. Like, I cannot escape right now. It is just the same. If I go take a walk, it's just trees, and this is what I wanted, but now I want to escape what I wanted. And that's where the light bulb moment happened in my mind. I escaped my past reality to come to this reality, and now I was feeling that I wanted to escape this reality. And I was like, oh my God, like, no matter how much I physically escape to a new goal, if I do not retrain my nervous system to feel safe, I'm going to reach the next goal, and then I'm going to find a way to escape from that reality, and then again, because you cannot run away from yourself. You cannot run away from your traumas. You cannot run away from the deep patterns that literally dictate how you move, and you don't even know it. And maybe you're asking now, okay, how do I start feeling safe? in my body, in my energy? How do I start becoming that vessel to receive the positive expectations that I desire? That's gonna be a different YouTube. Really making a part 2 to this YouTube is gonna be better because that's a whole other training. But I'm here to let you know that maybe just taking a moment to breathe, maybe taking a moment to rest, to not run anymore. Stop running. Take a deep breath. Maybe in the next upcoming weeks, Brian and I can do a masterclass on how to feel safe in your body, right? If you guys really want that, comment masterclass below so we know that we have an audience that really, really wants that. One thing I will say right now is stop running. Running will not allow you to escape your reality, because your reality is built up in your mind. That said, tune in for part 2. I'm going to go a little bit deeper on the actual logistics and the exercises you can do to start feeling safe in your body. But in the meantime, if you've enjoyed this video and you resonated with this message, make sure you like this video, share this video, comment your biggest takeaway. And we really appreciate the growing family here at Masterminds Podcast, and we'll see you guys soon.